Looking for royalty-free music?
Oh my
Check
gosh.
out Epidemic Sound.
Don't you love ads?
1,000 tracks and 60,000
Oh,
songs.
I love it so much.
Love ads. Love
I'll
it.
give you that right now.
What's up?
Oh, starting. There you go.
Yeah, it should be up.
Ads are awesome as long as they pay you.
We'll let them gather in the arena. Dude, I was watching Dr. Disrespect the other day, and like, you watch him?
No, I haven't.
Dude, he's so funny, man. You'd enjoy him.
Yeah.
All right, let me get what's going here. Give it another minute, then we'll fire her up.
Sounds good. Congrats. Gotta make sure I look cute for the camera.
Oh, dude, you look beautiful. All right. Get that up. Sweet. Man, let's roll. All right. We are live. We are getting this show going. We got episode 2 for you guys today. What's going on? Hey, good evening. Happy Saturday. It's the weekend. I mean, here it is beautiful and sunny and getting a lot warmer, which is super cool. I don't know. How's the weather over there for you, Oscar?
Let's get in there.
Yeah.
It was a little bit cloudy and some rain, but it's all right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like, what, mid-spring now almost? So
Yeah, man.
hopefully, hopefully we get going pretty soon to the nicer weather. I don't know, man. I feel like every year that goes by, I get more tired of the snow and the rain and the bad weather. I like the sun.
Dude, I'm tired of the snow. I'm done.
Yeah.
No more.
Oh, I
lived in
bet.
Alaska and then Germany.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit, but first things first. I owe you a drink. So yeah, here's what I'm gonna be drinking tonight. Some Bullet Bourbon. Ooh, what do you got? What do you got tonight?
I got. Here it is.
We had Three Crosses American. I have not had that, but I'm gonna try that. That's
You
an
should,
epic logo, dude. I like
is.
it.
And it's local too. So
Oh, really nice.
yeah.
Sweet. All right, let me get this going here.
Got you, man. Whenever you're ready.
Man, it's been too long. Here's to
Cheers.
you, brother.
Cheers, bro.
Prost.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
so good. I love the brown
What?
water.
Yeah. What are the notes on that? What does it taste like?
Dude, I'm not good with the notes stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend like I know. But it is
That's-
on the sweeter side. I'm not gonna lie. It is on the sweeter side. It's not as bitter or like doesn't have a bite to it. It actually is pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Not bad at all, actually.
That's good. Yeah. I like those ones that, like, you know, Kevin taught me a lot about. Dude, he's got the most knowledge I know, and that sugar cookie is what he uses, has like that little, like, a sugar cookie aftertaste. That's the best stuff. I like those ones.
I think
that's-
you know what?
Yeah, that might be what that one is.
This is definitely a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
I know for a fact your brother will love this one. I know
Yeah.
he's on the tribe. I've seen enough times in there. But
Yeah.
dude, this one's smooth. Like
Yeah, that's good.
Highly recommend for sure.
Yeah, the bullet is, and it's a bit darker, as you can see. It's a bit dark. It's got a little, like I said, it's a hot one. It's spice. It's got a little bit of spice, but really smoky too, which is, I don't know. It's different. I like it. I prefer that stuff, but this one's not bad at all.
I'll add it on my to drink list.
Oh yeah, we should get that going, dude, for sure. Cool, cool. Well, let's see. So, introduce yourself. Tell us about you. What are you about? Who is Oscar? What's been going on with you, man, over your life? What's up?
I got you. Well, I'm Oscar Placencia, well known as Coach Oscar. I'm actually the proud owner of Iron Age Fitness LLC, my own little personal training program that I have. For the past 7 years, I've been in the Army, man. 7 years in the Army, as an infantryman, and right now just running my own program. I work over at 12 Gauge CrossFit as a CrossFit instructor, and I play drums in this band called Genosha.
That's right. Band. I love it. Yeah, dude, that's cool. Yeah, we go way back. Oscar and I actually, we didn't meet in band. We actually met, what was it, science class?
Dude, it was, it was.
I think it was science class.
It was physics or chemistry? Chemistry. It was chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. That's right. Yeah, we, I remembered when we first met. So I was going into class, and Oscar had just you transferred from Aloha, right?
Yeah. No, I was coming back from military school from OCP.
That's right.
Go back to the same high school I went to. So I went to Hill High, and yeah, we had one class together. I sat right next to you, and I saw you point at your drumsticks. I was like, oh, dude.
That's right. And I remembered, so I was practicing part of our show, and Oscar just came up and was like, talk to me and like whatever. And I was like, and then he's like, yeah, can I see the, sticks and pad? And I said, sure. And he was just diddling around a bit. And I was like, dang, okay. We need another drummer. So this guy, I'm going to go talk to, the band director, and we got him on there. So the rest is history. It was great.
That was funny because you were like, "Who is this dude?" Like, sure, you can borrow my sticks, and then you just started like playing with it. And you're like, "Oh, okay."
Dude, it was definitely meant to be. That was for sure. It's crazy how you meet people in life, and how your paths cross and all that stuff. But no, it was super cool. So you've come a long way, and definitely, made a name for yourself. And again, It hits my heart dear now since my wife, and she's gone. She's in the military. She's in the Army. It's more awareness too especially when you have a loved one in the military. But yeah, I can't thank you enough for your service. I know you did your time and you did a lot of things. So thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the support, man.
Yeah.
I definitely feel what you're going through. It's totally understandable.
Yeah, definitely. I see we got Matt in the chat. So. What's up? I don't know the reference there, but Coke girl, I don't get it.
Okay. I guess because of my body, because I'm cute.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you are pretty cute. So, but we're both married, by the way. We're both married. It's all good. It's okay.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations, dude. I know. How long has it been since you guys got married?
It's been a year.
Yeah, a year, right? Yeah.
We've been married a year. We met in Germany. Happily married. We got married in Germany, and I proposed to her in Prague.
Oh wow, dude!
Yeah, dude.
That's so cool, man. Yeah.
It was wild.
That's so cool. Yeah, tell us about it. So she has kids, right? And then
we have a son together. Well, she has an older kid named Jeremiah, and together we have a newborn. He's actually 6 weeks old. So. He's just out there.
Dude, congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
That's so cool.
So now I have 3 kids.
Yeah. I bet your hands are full now, aren't you? I bet life's busy for you, I bet.
Dude, yeah. It's a good change, though. It's definitely a great change. It went from just, living in the barracks, doing the Army stuff, and to now being a happily married guy, being family guy, family dad.
Dude, that's cool. And that's the life that I'm kind of going for as well, and we're working towards that. But no, it's definitely admirable. So let's get it rolling with what we're going to be talking about tonight. So just like, the premise of the show, especially right now, is, we're in the midst of, well, I think hopefully it's the end, but, that word pandemic, it's kind of what everybody's been going off of the last couple years. So take me back to 2019, towards the end of the year when you saw all these, I was just talking to Carl about it, when we saw it all started coming on the news, like, hey, there's this virus, there's this whatever's going on. How, like, what did you think of that at that moment? Like, what was hitting your mind?
So, well, I was still in the military, actually. I was getting ready to get out, right? So I was just going through the process of just phasing out of the military. It got really crazy because all we got the news was like, hey, there's a virus going on. We're not sure about it. We don't know what's going on. And we just kind of like went on through with our lives just regularly until I was actually getting closer to my ETSA, which is like my day of like getting out, flying out of Germany. It got worse.
Oh,
and
wow.
We received news of like people in Italy, the base down there shutting down.
So you were in Germany, right? When
I was in Germany.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it was getting crazy. Like the lockdown started way before it did here in the States. So our concern was I going to be able to fly out? Like, am I going to be able to ETS correctly? So I was actually the last flight out of Munich to the United States.
Wow.
So it was
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, it was.
Because after that, what they halted pretty much a lot pretty quickly. I remembered seeing that, and like the cruises and all those. Yeah, I remember that kind of, happening. I bet you were, well, so had you met your wife at that time, or was this before?
This was after we met. So she left Germany before I did.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she was
So she was back here stateside.
Yeah, she was here getting the house and everything ready for like me to get out of the military. She was already working out here as a special education teacher.
Okay.
I was just out there by myself, and yeah, dude, we were really worried. They kept saying that it might push my date like a few months until the lockdown happens, right? And they just like, dude, I'm not getting stuck here. Like, I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I think I remembered seeing you post something on that, like, and then even when you got home, you were like, I'm like so glad that I made it. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, because as soon as I landed in New York, and everybody was just like there was a few people there, but as soon as I left New York and landed in Virginia, the next day the airport in New York was shut down. I was like, oh man, like I got very lucky, dude. Honestly, very lucky.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And just coming back from Germany back to the United States as a civilian it was hard, man. It was really hard because nothing was open. I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know what to do. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I couldn't get a job, like, because nothing was open. So I was like, man.
Right. Wow. That really just hit me what you said there. And I see my mom, she's in chat. She's saying hello and she's saying, wow. And I agree that to think about people, I mean, it's super sad to think that, as you know too, like all this hit and then people were shutting down and closing down and all of those, millions of Americans that lost their jobs. Super sad. But then you are an exception to that from a different side. You came home from serving our country to come home to start your life, and you can't even, I mean, there were some things, but it's like, most things you could not just come home and say, all right, start applying for work, started getting a job, blah, blah, blah. It was kind of like a roadblock for you, I bet, huh?
It was, because everything was no joke. They had the 2-week shut down. Like, nobody was open. All the streets were empty. I was just like, man, like, what's happening, man? Like, I thought I was gonna be here, like, relaxing, getting ready to be a civilian, starting to work, but no, I couldn't find anything. So I was like, man, I guess this is life now. So it was tough. Like, a few months, depression hit, anxiety hit. Couldn't get VA appointments. It took months to get seen. So it just, nothing was happening, man. I was like, man, what the hell am I gonna do, man? Like I got out
Yeah.
of the military to like nothing. I was like, it was
And
like,
and I know that from even talking to you a little bit during that time, when you guys are at the end of, what do you call that, the EST or the
yeah, ETS, yeah,
ETS? Yeah, you guys have done your your contracts and it's up, and you're just so ready to be done and come home and get back to what we call normal life. And I can't imagine that. Yeah, like you said, it's depression hit, the disappointment of coming home and not being able to do what you've been wanting to do for 7 years, pretty much.
yep, 7 years.
Wow.
So those few months was like those last weeks of ETSing, turning your paperwork in. It started getting crazier because like if I didn't get into the appointment on time, then I was screwed. So because I need to get all the signatures and turn in my equipment on time. So I was just trying to push as fast as I could just so I can get out of there.
Yeah, and my mom's saying in chat there that the 2-week shutdown has lasted 1 year. I mean, yeah, we are still waiting to, it is nice because things are opening back up, and we'll get back to that. But yeah, so then take me through. So you came back home, you're experiencing this huge roadblock in your life, as many people were too. I did myself, working from home and getting home. And that's when I had, because then we fast forward, a few months into, March of 2020. And, I was working from home. We got sent home. And like I was telling, Carl the other week, my wife ended up being like, how many days has it been since you left the house? Months into it. It's crazy to think that there were weeks sometimes where, we'd go out for a walk, but that's it. That's all we could do. Yeah. So, but anyway, walk me through 2020, the year that no one likes to talk about. But yeah. What happened for you during that entire last year? How did things go for you?
So coming back, let's say, 2020. So I got out. So I got here in the States, I think it was April.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually been out of the military for a year. Hey.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations, man.
Yeah. So landed here. It was just trying to figure it out what the next step was. Like trying to see who Oscar was. Like trying to find myself again. Like, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Is just my wife just helping me through it. Like talking me out of the the hole, because I was in a really bad hole. I got irritated quickly, unmotivated. I didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to deal with people. I was in a new place. I was in Virginia. I don't know anybody here, so I didn't. So it was everything new, everything else.
It was just you two. Or sorry, is that where she's from? Is that where she?
No, she's from Maryland.
Oh, okay, I got you. But
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, for the both of you guys too, that's pretty new. Being a new place, not knowing many people. Yeah, it's always been a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, and then since I work in the fitness industry, all the gyms were shut down. So
that's right.
It was very difficult, and some people offer. They said that I could, be a police officer or security job, but I was like, nah, that's not me, man. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I got out of the military. Like, this is the last thing I want to do. Like, so it was just, I applied for, and it was all online. So I was like, didn't really feel like I was in college, just taking online classes.
Yeah. And see, that's the other thing that Carl was talking about too, because he was doing school as well as work from home. And he was talking about that. Imagine that, like you're working from home already, and then you get done with work, and then you go to school online as well. So you're literally just sitting in the same spot for even more hours and hours. Yeah. Crazy.
Same freaking spot, dude.
I see Desi is asking, are you still playing drums? Yeah, he definitely is, and we'll get to a bit later, but he's got a new band that we're gonna promote them here in a bit. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for Oscar. I've definitely been listening to the stuff you guys have been releasing. I love it. It's my type of music, as Oscar knows. I like that stuff. But yeah. So let's talk about that then right now. How did you get into this band? How has practicing still been for you in music for you?
How I went to the band is, here in Virginia, it's a little bit different. the laws were lifting up a little bit quicker than
Mm-hmm.
Oregon. So a lot of the gyms were starting to open up with some rules, right? You had to wear a mask when you come in, 6 feet apart, and then you can take off your mask and do the workout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody needed to be separated.
Right.
So I started to work again, started coaching, I started doing personal training here and there, and I met the guitarist at the gym.
Mm.
I added him on Facebook and I saw a picture of him playing guitar. I was like, oh, cool. So the next day I approached him. It's like, hey, man, like I saw you play guitar. He's like, oh, yeah, man, I'm in this band.
Right.
And same thing like I did to you. It's like, no way. I
Yeah.
played.
Right.
He's like,
right.
he's like, oh, cool. Like, do you really? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's like,
Mhm.
hey, man, well, if you want to, you can come out here and, jam with us and check it out. So it was like my audition.
Mm-hmm.
So I just showed up. He gave me one song to listen to, actually two songs, and I just listened to them through like the week. And they set up the day. The whole band showed up. I showed up, and it was just like, okay, let's roll. So I hit the ground running, man. Like it's like, okay, let's play the song, and I just started playing it little by little, learned the entire song. They were happy with it. I was like, okay, like. I guess you're in. I was like,
dang,
yeah.
That's exciting. I bet that always that feeling of, especially because I know how much you love drums and love music and everything. It's probably especially after everything you went through and the last couple of years, and then to get kind of that yes and that I made it. I bet that was a good feeling.
Man, yeah, because that's one thing that's always constant in my life. Music has never changed. My dad has played drums for a long time. I played drums. One thing that no hard way to push it, it always comes back.
Yeah.
And it just meant to be. So I was really happy that the one thing that has been constant in my life came back. I'm very thankful for the guys who accepted me to play in their band and keep giving me chances. And I just keep performing, and
that's awesome.
We're working on new music right now during the pandemic, and this new album that should be released, but because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to release it or play any shows yet. So we're just having practice like normal.
Tell me about the album or what is your guys's? Is there one central thing that you're kind of writing about right now, or is it just kind of a bunch of different things, or is there a direction? Talk about that.
So right now we have one song that we just wrote for the new album that we're still going to work on it, right? Because we have nothing but time. This is kind of the main goal is to get this album to finally release and start playing shows, because that's that's what a band does, right? That's what
exactly right.
Work for people, play shows, go out there, and then as we're touring this album that never got released, then we're gonna start working on more music, new music, and then just go from there. We don't have like a general direction, like what kind of music, what kind of songs we want to do, what kind of the theme of the album yet. Yeah. But once we get there, we'll get there.
Yo, definitely, man. Yeah. What kind of equipment are you on right now? Do you got what set are you using?
I have a PDP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
How many toms, or what's your setup symbol?
I have two toms. It actually came with three, but I took one of them out. So I have two toms. I have a China ride, which actually I'm getting new cymbals from this company from Mexico. It's called Owl Cymbals.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
nice.
We'll see how. Yeah. I'm excited to.
Yeah, let me know how those go. I know that's one thing Matt was always talking about, and Kevin, and always going through different, like Sabian and all those other guys, and there's always a little bit of a different sound to every company.
So right now I have Sabian, but I was like, man, I want something like darker, like brighter sound, like something more heavy. Yeah. And my dad actually was the one that's like, hey, I have this company that I work with. They help me. They've been supporting me. So I'll send you like some of the cymbals and see if they will support you and endorse you. I was like, yeah. So he's going to send me the cymbals. I'm going to start playing shows with it, playing music with it, and start talking to them. Hopefully they'll start endorsing me and see where it goes.
Right. Tell us again, what's the name of your band? How do you say it?
Genosha.
Genosha, that's right. I did link down in the description there the links to their YouTube channel. So go ahead and give them a check them out, give them a like, follow, and subscribe to them. They're pretty good guys. How long have they been around? I know you just said you just kind of entered the band, what, a few months back? And yeah, so how long have they been kind of established?
I joined the band in December. They've been like 10 plus years now at the moment.
Wow, that's quite a while.
Yeah, they've been around.
Them.
They've been around.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's awesome.
They're amazing guys, dude. They've been together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The bass player, he's also new. I think he got to play 2 shows with them. I think 2 or 1 show with them.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened, and then I came in December.
Yeah.
And they haven't played any shows ever since. So me and him are the 2 new guys. I'm the new guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got you. Awesome, man. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I know that's something that I, as you know too, like especially after high school, we got really into music, and I was playing with my brother and Matt and a bunch of other people, and had a few bands here and there, and did some college shows, and it was fun. It was. Yeah,
and like seeing the pictures of you up on the stage and playing, I was like,
yeah, it's good. Yeah, man, thank you. Yeah, no, it was a good time. I do miss that for sure. It's I mean, I've been playing guitar for quite a long time, and once you get to a certain level, and it's different when you get older, and you literally go on a stage to play for people live. It's a whole different experience, but it's adrenaline. You get your adrenaline going, and
that adrenaline.
Yeah, and you feed off the crowd. Yeah, it's super cool. I bet your guys' shows are going to be a lot of that. That'll be. I can't. You got to let me know. Are you guys all based? And again, Desi's asking where are you at. He's on the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia, so we're here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We are in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm. Is that where you guys are all gonna is that where you're based out of?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we're based out of.
Dude, if you ever come over this way and you guys start touring, you gotta let me know. I will definitely be there.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're really trying to find some connections out there, see who wants to play with us, or trying to find a venue that we can play at.
Right.
Just depending what the rules and guidances are, right? But
that's a good point.
Because there's nothing like playing a live show, like the adrenaline rush, watching people getting intense into the mosh pit. Like that's the thing we miss, like just having like the response from people, like it just gives you a different type of energy, man.
Yeah, huge. No, that's awesome. Again, Genosha, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Genosha, go check them out. I've got the link to their channel in my description. Give them a listen. I've been keeping up, and I love it. I actually got you guys on my phone for my Apple Music. So dude, now that the gyms are opening up again, and I just threw you on my gym playlist, and that some of those come on, man. I'm okay. I can lift like 5 more pounds now. You know what I'm saying? So
it is proven that if you listen to our music, you will PR your bench press.
Oh yeah.
By 2 pounds.
Easily. Yeah. So no, shout out to them, Genosha. Go check them out. Proud of Oscar for getting in there, and we'll follow those guys, and I'd love to have you guys all on the show someday. That would be really cool, just to interview you, especially as things get rolling. We could talk about the album and talk about everything else you guys are doing. So yeah, go give them a shout out. And then to me that's a good segue here. So you were talking about rules and guidelines. So here we are, in March, almost April of 2021, right? Over a year later now of the shutdown, right? So things are slowly but surely, opening back up, which is great. I love it. I know that there were certain parts of life that kind of still seemed pretty normal, but definitely not. And now that we're here, let's talk about your company, your fitness stuff. Tell us from the start, how did you get into kind of making up your own, a brand for yourself, a work for yourself?
So I've been a personal trainer for a while now. I've been certified. I mean, I taught you a few things here and there.
Oh yeah.
And my wife just motivated me to like, hey man, like you're good at this. You should do it on your own. Like Go
Oh yeah.
on, start your own, do what makes you happy. Like stop working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're doing. You should be the own boss and like do things how you want it to do. Like if you want to do it correctly, do it your own way. So I was very happy. She's giving me the support and like the push, kind of like, hey, go do it. Like do what you like. You served in the military for 7 years. It's time for you to
Mm-hmm.
do something you like and then you're good at.
Yeah.
So here I am. I started my own company. I just want to help people to become the first version of themselves by doing it correctly, by
Mm.
injury prevention and teaching them the proper techniques, right? So they're not ended up hurting themselves.
Right.
So I started RNH LLC, like 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I think.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
too long ago.
No, pretty recent.
I'm doing two ways. Because a lot of people are still scared of like the one-on-one kind of interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to do like a hybrid style, so I can have people online, just give them the program, send them videos, do Zoom calls, and to check on them, see how they're doing, and I'll send them videos of myself doing the proper technique and the range of motions and everything.
Right.
So, and just depending on what people's goals are, some people are more into like they want to do CrossFit or they want to do Olympic lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do bodybuilding, or they just want to be fit. They
Mm-hmm.
they don't care what kind of program I give them. They just
Yeah.
want to be
Like more of an aesthetic, like a look. Like I mean, that's kind of. I'll admit that's where I kind of want to get now because I mean I'll be 30 years old next month. It's kind of crazy to think about that, but I mean it doesn't help getting older. Everybody knows that. You wake up every morning and like my back hurts. I'm thinking, like it's not terrible, but it's like I mean, and as you know too, I started a new job. I'm in the construction field and I'm outdoors every day lifting heavy things, moving around, jumping in and out of ditches, and by the end of the day, I just want to go home and sleep, but I still push myself to go to the gym now that they're open, and I want to take some pounds off. But yeah, I guess to me, it's more like I want to be healthy, but I also just want to I want to look aesthetically pleasing.
That's right, because you want to look better naked. That's what everybody
exactly.
says.
I mean, who doesn't? Yeah, exactly. That's where I want to get.
So that's what my job is though, because a lot of people's like, oh, I just want to get shredded, or like I just want to have abs. I'm like, okay, cool. Like we can do that, but like I can help you out more than just that. Like you have lower back pain. Let me help you avoid that, or get you just better performing life, like everyday test stuff, right? Because a lot of people come in with like, oh, well, I have this and this hurts and that hurts too. I was like, man, everybody has problems. I'm just gonna teach you how to move correctly,
right?
Help you get stronger, and then it looks good and better naked. It comes later, like
right. Oh yeah, definitely.
Trust me, it'll come. But.
Oh yeah, and it takes longer to as we both know I think that's the biggest thing I've seen and experienced myself over the years. With gaining weight and losing weight and the roller coaster of weight gain and weight loss is it obviously you put weight on, you get fat 100 times easier than you do losing it and building muscle. And I think that's a big thing that and as I was talking to Carl, is more people, you start doing it and you get that nice, sweet, I feel good like a week or two into it and I feel great. And I'm like, oh, I got tired and cool. And then a couple weeks later or a month later, they're like, oh man, I got to go to the gym again and I got to keep, and then they lose it. They lose that motivation and they lose that interest in it. And then they fall back into their old ways.
Well, what helps is you have to have not just a goal, but like, what are you training for? Right. Because if you just go to the gym every day in and out, and eventually you're gonna get tired of it, right? Because nobody can hold that top level performance, right? So you have to build the person, peak, and then okay, let's rest a little bit, let's get back up, peak, let's rest for a little bit, let's get back up, peak. But everybody just like don't really have the structure, or they don't know how to train properly. So it's like, oh, I just go to the gym, hit the machines, and call it good. It's like there's a little more to it, right? Yeah. And that's why people get unmotivated, because they do the same boring workouts every single day. They go to YouTube and it's like, oh, I just saw this new workout, let me follow it, and that's it. Or like they don't know how to eat correctly. It's like, oh, I just chicken and rice and I'll be fine. And people get tired, right? Yeah. Like it's not realistic. So what I do is teach people what's realistic. Like, hey, eating a nutritious diet, it doesn't just mean chicken and rice.
Yeah, right, exactly. I remember being a younger guy too. We were, we were getting into it like big,
Yeah.
and we did that. I did the, gosh, I want to say like 3 to 4 months straight of just chicken or beef and like rice and veggies. And don't get me wrong, I looked good. Like I think I weighed like I weighed the same I do now, which is like 170, 172. But
Yeah.
I borderline I had a 4-pack. I almost had a 6-pack. Almost, it wasn't super defined. I didn't, my body fat percentage was still a little bit up there, but it was pretty low, and I was feeling really, really good and looking really good. And it's crazy how even right now, like I've lost a lot of weight since my wife left. Even back in December, I was at 189, and now I'm down to 170, and it's all because I stopped. Well, I'll admit maybe one night on the weekend I'll have a soda. I gotta have a little fizzy with me, like a Canada Dry, ginger ale. But anyway, I massively stopped that. And I used to get a candy bar like every single day. You know what I mean? And
I remember
oh yeah, it's just
those energy drinks too.
oh dude, and I still that's the last part. I gotta cut out those energy drinks because I get to work in the morning. And you almost feel like, well, you do, your mind relies on it. Like, I got to have this sugar. I got to have this whatever to boost me up.
It's like and everything adds up like little by little. That's how it sneaks up when it's like, well, I only had one piece of chocolate today.
Yeah.
And one a month is not too bad. And then like, oh, once a week or twice a week.
Yeah.
And it adds up. And little by little, you go back to the old routine. So that's what I try to teach people, like, making slow progressions, but progressions that will actually help and they're realistic, right? Because it's like, oh, today we're starting your new diet. I'm going to put you in a calorie deficit and then you're going to stay there.
Yeah, that's
work,
not,
man.
no.
It's not
then you got to maintain it, and that's a huge up and down and left and right. It's not just A equals B, it's, yeah, it's way different than that. Desi's saying, so good to see you, Oscar, and very proud of you.
There's way more to it, like, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Gotta go to. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So my mom jumping on that fitness train too. I got her a set of resistance bands.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, and it was pretty cool. It came with one of those anchors you put in the door, so you can do all those different workouts and stuff like that. I've got a set of them here too, but she's there right now. She's getting motivated to do the right thing and start working out. So props to you, Desi, for that. That's awesome. But yeah, and I wanted to share too. I never forget this, and I always tell people, as you remember too. When this was literally like, I think it was a couple weeks before you left for basic, and I had just gone through like a bad breakup, and I was I was eating pizza and drinking like a 2-liter of Dew a day and playing Call of Duty, and I weighed 198 pounds. And I remembered that we were hanging out, and you were like, dude, you're fat. Like, you got to lose weight, man. and I was thinking to myself, I was like, and like, yeah, I looked in the mirror and I looked down and like I saw, my stomach, just this curve, and like my love handles just, just big. And you left, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, yeah, I got to do it. And I remember you said too, like, hey, by the time I get back, be at this weight, or just try, I said, all right. And I remember you left, and dude, crazy. This is why I thought of this, is because, right now I've got all these letters coming from my wife, right? Yeah. And I found it, but I have 2 letters from you. I still got them because, she, I don't know if I've got one sitting around here. Oh yeah. You'll probably recognize this. I won't get her, stuff in there, but you probably recognize that.
Oh yeah.
That's not yours, but I got all of hers sitting here. But it's like, I remembered when I got my first letters from her, I saw that envelope, and right away I thought about when you sent me those letters, and in one of them, you were saying like, dude, how's it going? Are you losing weight? And blah blah blah. But yeah, to come full circle to what you're talking about, the way that I did that was, yeah, I went heavy. I cut out soda, and I went heavy cardio. I don't think I lifted a single weight in a couple of months. I just literally went to the gym. I ran like 2 to 3 miles a day. I decided I didn't care how long it took me. I just ran and slowed down, and I did it up and down, but yeah, then I started, the pounds came off, but then I knew it's like you can't just run on the treadmill every single day and get the body that you want to get.
That's
You know
what I tell
what I
people, man. Like
Mhm.
people's like, oh yeah, cardio. It's like, nah, dude, it's a little more than that. Like,
Oh yeah,
cool if you
Yeah.
can maintain the running on the treadmill every single day.
Yeah.
Props to you. That's not me, man. That's not me at all.
I want to try to pull up, that picture.
When you're
And
checking.
oh yeah, it puts me in check every time I look at it.
I do remember because I also had I think I
Yeah.
gave you a weighted vest too that I was using
That's
when I was
right.
doing
You
very
gave me
good
that
with it.
vest that had the sand in it, and like the sand packs.
Yeah.
Let me, yeah. While I find this, go ahead and tell us more about your company. So Iron Age, how'd you come up with that name? I think I know why, but let our viewers know.
So I'm obsessed with Viking and like, anything that has to do with Viking or the Iron Age, like those medieval stuff,
Mhm. Oh
just
yeah.
motivate me, right? And then just by the old school training style, the golden era, the iron, just forged by iron, lifting iron, like all
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff. It just always motivated me.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to do something cool, something that would catch people's attention.
Yeah.
Because if you say Iron Age fitness, it'll then bring them back to like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like
That's
when he was
right.
pumping iron,
Pumping
right? He was
iron,
pumping
dude.
iron. But it's not just
Ah.
about bodybuilding, right? It's just like he
Mhm.
was in there getting himself, becoming the first version of himself to put out there, right?
Right.
And so that's what I want to do. I want to help people become the best version of themselves. It doesn't have to be the shredded body, but it could be just be fit, like be able to do regular day tasks or whatever they put their minds on. And I'm just going to train them and guide them through it.
Mhm.
I mean, right now I have one girl, she's into Olympic weightlifting. She just PR two of her lifts.
Wow.
Her snatch and her clean and jerk.
Jeez, that's
So
crazy,
excited. I
dude.
was like, yeah, man, as a coach, that motivates me.
So
So she's just making. What's up?
I was gonna say, I'll admit, I know quite a bit because of you, but at the same time, I don't. So tell me about because I want to get into that, like the clean and jerk and other kind of those movements that are a little more complicated to do. How do they affect your body with muscle growth, or what do those do? Because compared to like a stationary, like say you're doing like chest press, obviously you're literally your pecs will get bigger if you sit on the bench and you push weight in the air with your chest, right? So doing something like the clean and jerk, how is that affecting your body?
It makes you faster, stronger. Bone density grows
Mm.
because they're complex movements, but they're easy to teach and easy to learn. When I took the course, the USAW course, they said it's one of the safest sports in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have less injuries than any other sport. So
Right.
it's crazy, right? Because people's like, wait, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm that serious.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of older people doing it because it grows their bone density and it just helps you build nice mass.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, just
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like once you start doing Olympic weightlifting, it just catches your attention because it looks good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good, and plus you get a lot of it makes you look better. I don't know if you see.
Yeah.
One good example I could think of is the Chinese weightlifting team. If you see those guys,
Yeah.
they're insane. They're like
Yeah.
a different level, dude.
Yeah.
And
Let's check them out.
yeah,
Here, okay, I
there's
found.
a lot of benefits to it. Like
Yeah, I found. Here's one I'll show real fast. Yeah, look at that. Crazy, right?
bro,
I was almost 200 pounds here, and then here I was like 170, and then I think here I was like 160.
so you have pictures of you when you were washing trucks.
Oh yeah,
That I said like, yeah, you should be a model.
I think so. I know which one you're
Yeah.
talking about. That was it was a long time ago. Um,
You got so chunky, dude.
I did, and I just it makes me motivated again, like looking at that because I want to get back down. I think I was a little skinny in that one of those pictures, but I mean, like, anyway, yeah, it's the point of just staying motivated and being who you are and being the best version of yourself. And like now that I'm married too, man, like and my wife's coming back a soldier. You know what I'm saying? I want to, you know,
She's gonna beat you up, bro.
she's gonna beat me up and she's gonna kick my butt across the floor every day. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I just want to be able to, and I want to have kids too, just like you. And we want a family. And I think that's a big thing too. One of my other buddies just had a son, and it's, it's important to make your body healthy for creating another human being. You know what I'm saying? So
You don't want to have that dad bod. It's not cool, man.
that's the most attractive body now. You know that?
Nah, dude.
I don't agree with it though.
Nah, you should still be. You should be leading by example, right? If you want to have
Yeah.
your kids live a healthy and fit and like active life, you should be doing it yourself too, right? Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't have a freaking beer gut and be like, yeah, go play sports. It's like,
Yeah.
really, dude? Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. I know. I see like these big, like Samoan dudes, and they're strong. Don't get me wrong. They are strong horse
they're
of
a
men
different
that,
breed.
like it's crazy, right? But they just look fat though. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's how their body types are, but the point is, yeah, like you shouldn't be comfortable with that. You shouldn't be comfortable with growing, wider.
Yeah, I do tell my clients that don't go by what you see on Instagram, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't go as like, oh, I want to look like this fitness influencer. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
let's be realistic, okay? Like
Yeah.
this person is like a little bit younger or older, like they've been doing this for a long time. Doesn't happen overnight, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost definitely.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Um,
So
a
talk
lot
to
of
me.
Photoshop here and there too.
Yeah.
So just like I give them realistic like goals. Like, okay, like yeah, you're able to like, eventually do miracles. It's not gonna happen in a month,
Right.
right? Like,
Oh yeah. No.
you gotta ease your way into it.
Yeah. No way. Yeah. That's a good thing. The people, they need to have realistic expectation of when you're going to the gym and you're working out. It's a long journey. To
One thing I always say is like if somebody tells you that you can lose weight, like I'll help you lose 10 pounds in a week. I'm like,
Mhm.
cool, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
like such a gimmick. Like everybody does
Yeah.
that.
I mean, if you
It's-
want to not eat anything, then go for it. But
Yeah,
you
I always
know,
tell my clients, it's like, hey, if I help you lose 1 pound to 2 pounds per week, I'm happy because that's gonna be
Yeah.
it's realistic and it's healthy. Like I'm not gonna make
Yeah.
you do something that's not healthy. I'm putting your health in danger. Like, no.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, no way.
I don't make those kind of promises at all. Like it's just ridiculous. There's a lot of people out there who sell programs for like thousands of dollars, and they just
Yeah.
why, man? Like,
Nah, it's
disgusting.
yeah, even at, like,
you
dude-
want money at that point.
I can't believe, like, don't get me wrong, I have some friends that are personal trainers, and hey man, if you want to run your business that way and you want to charge that much, it's capitalism. It's America. You can do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want.
Point of the show, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I can't tell you how many people are deterred just literally because of how many dollars it is. And I remembered even at where I live here, one of the, Crunch Fitness, that's where I go to work out now. And, they offer you that free session with one of the trainers there and blah, blah, blah. And at this point, I'm like, no, I didn't do it. Because every time I have done that, and then they're like, okay, well, here's my plan and blah, blah, blah. And like literally the cheapest thing they have is like a couple $100 a month. And I'm like, no, I can't give you another couple $100 of my money every single month just to do stuff that I've already learned either myself or from people like you, or yeah, anyway. But yeah, I do like that you have that approach and it's realistic and you're not ripping anybody off. You're a good guy and you do the right thing.
Yeah, that's the first thing I always told like my clients is like, look, you have a goal. I'm gonna do the best I can do to help you achieve that goal.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is not to take your money at all by any means. My goal is to you become the best version of yourself. And then if you're not happy with me, then you can go ahead and like find somebody else who will help you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna like try to sell you like thousands of dollars or like $100. Like, no, like I'm not trying to rip you off. Like I'm realistic, right? Like
Right.
your price. This is you paying for my time right? So don't waste it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my all. But at
Exactly.
the same time, like I'm not gonna be
Mhm.
promising you like, oh, I'm gonna help you lose 10 pounds in a week or like 20 pounds. Like,
Right.
like, and then like,
Yeah.
oh, you need to buy these supplements. Like you have to buy these supplements, and then these supplements are gonna help you.
See,
Like
that's another thing too, is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I remembered being on, I think back when I was like 22 or 23, even though I didn't need it, I took testosterone booster. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, like a month after, I was lifting weight that I didn't know I could lift. Not gonna lie.
those are like a little. I mean,
But
we can say whatever we want here, right?
well, right. Yeah.
I took steroids when I was in the military, so
Yeah.
it got me. It felt good. It definitely did some stuff that I wasn't happy about, but hey,
yeah. See, that's the thing too. Yeah, I a month into it, I felt great. I was lifting like not huge, you know, not like Superman, but yeah, I was like, okay, I added another 5 on there that I knew that I wasn't really able to do, you know, consistently. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then I even saw like the pump that I was getting looked huge compared to before, right? And then after that month of it, and then I started to get like tired, like really, really tired, you know, and sleeping in a lot, and yeah, I didn't feel good after, so I just stopped it, and I was like, nah, it's not worth it.
I took roids for a while, and
Mhm.
that was fun, but the coming off of them it was not so much
Oh,
fun.
man. I bet not.
it really sucked.
Yeah.
It really sucked. But
Yeah.
what I was talking about the supplements, like there's a lot of trainers and a lot of gimmicks out there that they try to sell you just a certain type of like supplement, and it's like this is the no shit. Like this is gonna help you lose all the pounds. And like, cool, man. Might be so, but like I know you're getting comfort out of it. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I totally support that. But like, there's a lot of people out there that just like know that that's some bullshit, and then they're selling it out there. No, but people can't afford it.
What is your opinion on?
So I'm like,
yeah, what's your opinion on say somebody replaces a meal with a protein shake? How? Yeah, like what do you think of that?
It will depend what kind of protein you're using. Like, are you using protein for like a meal replacement? And is that protein made to be a meal replacement? Like, does it have enough carbs? Does it have enough fats? Would I do that every single meal? No. Would I do that if once in a while, like I don't have the time to cook or anything, and I have an actual legit meal replacement protein? Then yeah, why not? Like I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Do I prefer getting it from food, like actual real food? Yeah. But sometimes it's not possible, right? Like some people have busy lives. They just need the food now.
Right.
So the meal replacement protein shake, because that's what it is. It's like it's you know, you need the food, you need the protein, you need the carbs. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not against it at all.
Right.
So it's just depending how you're using it. Don't think of like by taking protein shakes you're gonna get huge.
Yeah.
No.
Nice. Well, sweet. Yeah. So again, yeah, that's his company, Iron Age Fitness LLC. I have another link down in the description if you want to talk to him. Get a hold of him. He's a smart guy. Oscar has never steered me wrong and taught me quite a bit of stuff that I've learned over the years. And I still, it's been a little while, but I always reach out to you and I'm like, dude, what do I do here? What do I do for that? And yeah, go check him out. Iron Age Fitness LLC. Link in the description below. Yeah, appreciate you sharing that, man. I'm proud of you for that. Props to you for that. It's super cool. How many clients you got now? Do you know?
Right now, I have 13 clients. I have one national ranked beach volleyball player. Actually,
wow.
Yeah, one. I have another beach volleyball player girl. I have two. They're active duty military soldiers. The rest are. I have one Olympic lifter. She's trying to be out there, so we're working with her little by little.
That's cool.
And the rest are just everyday people who just want to be the best version of themselves and look better naked, right?
That's right. That's the goal, man. Every day.
Every day.
By the time my wife gets back should be the end of May now. Gosh, it was the And so yeah, pertaining to like what we're talking about with COVID and all that, I don't know if I think I told you, but she got quarantined twice. And this is a segue that I want to go lastly here before we wrap up the night is I wanted to talk to you about your military experience and your military career, because I was telling him about when my wife left, and I think and what I'm seeing too is, so how is this pandemic affecting our military? And I know you've been out, like it's crazy, you literally got out right when all this was starting to happen, and now my wife's kind of like in the middle of this, and it's crazy, right? Because it's changing and all these things, right? But I think one thing that made me super frustrated was that, so as you know too, they ship out, right? You get into reception or yellow phase, which is 2 weeks. So on top of that, now because of the pandemic, you ship out to basic and you get there and you're quarantined for 2 weeks. Then you start yellow phase. And it's so there's another 2 weeks added on. And so, but then by the time she got there, they just integrated it. So it was like, maybe it was 2 days I didn't hear from her, and then she was in reception, right? Yellow phase, and then they just started it. So there was no quarantine. And then right when she started like her second day of red phase, I got a call from her like one afternoon, and she's like, "Well, I got quarantined." And I'm like, "What? Really?" I was like, "Do you have COVID?" And she's like, "No, I don't have it. I even tested negative." Like, that's what bugs me, is that she literally tested negative, and they gave them 3 tests, right? And they were all negative, but they still quarantined her anyway because her bunkmate, not the actual one she was with, keep in mind but the one that was like 2 beds over. So I guess what they were doing is, if you're like, it's like 6 people that are in that vicinity, like around you, you still have to go anyway. So
Yeah.
these people, these men and women are getting quarantined because someone got symptoms, and then that delays them, and I remember talking to you and some of my other buddies that were in the military, like, dude, they were pissed off enough if you sprained your ankle or broke a bone or something and you had to go to the med bay for, a week and get delayed. And then you're like, now I can't go home on time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but at the same time, you like, think about that. You're actually there for a reason. Like, you broke your bone or you're super sick or blah, blah, blah. These men and women now are getting quarantined because somebody near them had symptoms of feeling sick, and it's delaying them for 2 weeks, right? So she goes in for 2 weeks and finally gets back into training. And then, I'm not kidding you, 2 days later. So the first day goes by, I'm like, okay, sweet. She's back in now, back on time, blah, blah, blah. The next day, she calls me bawling, crying. Like, I'm literally quarantined again. Another 14 days. And, it's pretty serious. Like, there are, as you can imagine, there are people there that don't want to be there, and they're trying to do everything that they can to go home. And it's not good. So anyway, that's just something I was sharing with you, and I just think it's kind of crazy, it just, with like you being in the military and being out now, and the pandemic and all this stuff going on. It's like, it's kind of crazy to think about how it's affecting us.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's definitely, I mean, I understand why they do the quarantine, because you're in such a close quarters that, like, when one of our guys got sick, everybody got sick in the bay.
yeah,
Because you're so close to each other, you share showers, you share bathrooms, everything is really, 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 really close to each other. So I understand, like, the precautions, trying to be safe. It is a pain in the butt, but at the same time, like, you can't stop the U.S. military, right? Like, we have, the Army keeps rolling along, right?
That's
We
true.
just have to keep going.
Yeah.
But we can't let this little virus, whatever, like, affect us. So I understand, like, why they're doing it. It sucks, but there's bigger things that are worse than just being held in quarters, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot more BS that's about to happen. Like, she just in basic, so
yeah, that's true.
It's really
it's
just
all perspective. Yeah,
it's all perspective. And at the moment, it sucks. Yeah, like, you're there, you're frustrated. You're like, are you freaking kidding me? I just want to get done. But at the same time, like, a lot of these people are gonna go out there to other units, and no matter what, like, you're eventually gonna get sick, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's true.
you just, they're just like they're trying to be the bare minimum just so they,
Yeah.
which is funny that now they're like actually taking it seriously because when I was in and like somebody got sick and they're like, oh fuck it,
Yep.
and then like little by little everybody started getting sick. You're like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah, definitely. No, I get, yeah, for sure. And that's a good, that's the other view you got to have too. And that I mean, yeah, at first I was super frustrated and really pissed off, but then, because I want my wife home, it sucks. But then it's like, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. There's a reason why they do it, and that's where we're at. But yeah, I mean, no, but she'll be home soon, and I'm proud of her for that, and proud of you too for what you've done. And you were infantry, correct?
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, shout out for your career, dude. How talk to me just real quick for the last thing here. What was that like from, basic training until now? Like, how did the military go for you? How did it change your life?
I mean, I went to military school, right? So I kind of understood the concept of it and I had the mentality. So when I went to basic training, I already knew what the hell I was getting into.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I miss the most is the brotherhood. Like all, I can't describe it, man. It's just
Mm-hmm.
a big fraternity. Just it's a shit show, pretty
Yeah.
much. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of cool people, a lot of friendly people who like honestly like they'll do whatever it takes, man. They'll have you back, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of guys that I don't talk to right now, but like I know if they call me, like they're desperate, like, hey, can I crash to your house or something happens? Like, yeah, man, come in.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like that, and it'll always be like that. I have actually a buddy. He's in Seattle. He's in Washington right now.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Max Brewster. He's one of my best friends. He like honestly like because we and I we're good friends. We're best friends, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but me and him we share like a different type of connection because being in the military, like and like just
Yeah.
being there's a different like it's
Right.
different. It's just
Oh,
different.
yeah.
So, but it's just like in those type of people that you'll die for, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
they call me up. That's the one thing I honestly just the brotherhood. Because
Mhm.
even though like when shit hit the fan, you always had them, right? You always had your
Yeah.
battle buddies. Like
That subconscious
That's
feeling
the
of
people
knowing
who-
that no matter what happens, you're gonna either lay down your life or he's gonna do it for you, and you're never gonna stop fighting for the guy next to you or woman.
yeah, yeah. And then like just everything that we did together, like the good times, the bad times, like there was a lot of fun times.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
traveling Europe with them and like just going
Yeah.
out to parties with them. Dude, it's just
Yeah.
it's, and now coming out is just trying to figure like, dang, dude, like 7 years of my life of just doing that. Like, what am I doing now? Like,
That's right, dude. I know, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I can
that's
imagine it. Yeah.
right now I'm just trying to do what I like doing and what I'm good at, which is just
Mhm.
helping others and playing drums, man. Just
Totally, dude. It's life's too short. I know. I as we get older, every year goes by, I've realized that more and more. And my wife's a lot younger than me, but
ooh.
yeah, she's helped me to kind of realize that because, especially you too, being married, it's you find somebody that you love and your best friend, and it's not for everybody, but I feel like a lot of people, it's what they want. And you realize, like, dude, we've only got this one life to live. You've done what you've done over your life, and now it's time to enjoy it as much as you can.
Honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna get married for the longest time. I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, look, here I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. I wouldn't change it for anything, and I'm
That's
I'm
good.
glad. I'm happy for you, man. And
Thank you. I appreciate
it's
it.
weird for me to like. I don't know. I know I make fun of you a lot. Like I give you
That's why
shit.
we're friends.
I tell you like, yo, now you're the pendopotamus, but it's
Oh, dude, it's
a lot of
true
love,
though.
bro.
It's
It's
mean,
a lot
like,
of love.
it's kind of crazy because like the BAH kind of like kicked in finally, and they're I don't mean to disclose too much, but they're helping us out quite a bit, and it's pretty nice to be able to save some money.
It does help a lot, but
And-
don't take it for granted. Trust
No,
me.
never. Yeah, never. I wouldn't
The
never
army
do that.
gives, the army takes away too. So
Yeah. Oh, I know. I've already seen some things with other people that they're like, yeah, I'm just keeping it right here, and blah blah blah, and it is what it is. But yeah, and luckily she's gonna be reserved, so hopefully she won't get deployed. But I know that Oregon is like one of the highest percentages of
It is.
reserve deployment. So
It is. Well, honestly, like
mm,
I don't wish it up to anybody, but like going to deployment is like if she gets deployed, dude, like just support her through it, and then she'll get to save some good money.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not that bad. So like,
Mhm.
and honestly, like it's not that bad. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Once now that I'm over, like I'm done with it, and I'm just like, man, what the hell was I bitching about? Like,
Right. I know. I'm looking forward to. God, I was a little. You'll get this, right? I was talking to my mom and some other people about this. I was a little mad. If you're watching, I'm not mad, but I was a little frustrated because a little while, like maybe a month ago, and as you know too, like it's when you're in basic and you're whoever, your friends, family, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend are still here. In my position, it's like you miss that person a lot, and especially somebody you're married to, right? And then they're gone. And anyway, so I was just sitting here one night and I was like, going through, and one of those like 10-minute long military like soldiers coming home videos came on, and I love everybody loves watching those. And he's like, "Oh, dude, don't, that's so bad. Like that's fucked up. Why would you do that to yourself?" And I'm like, "What? I'm not doing anything to myself. Like that's a good thing, because that reaction that somebody gets from, I'm sure you had it too, when you came home, like seeing your mom or your friends, family, like after being gone, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I think I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like those videos do get me sometimes, but not really.
Yeah.
Like the only person I was looking forward to seeing the most was my wife and my kid, my son Caden and my son Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I wanted. Like, but other than that, was just whatever.
I know. I'm ready for her to come home, and I feel you on that.
Like I can tell, like you definitely have a more of a you're more kind than I am, dude. I'm more like, and I appreciate that you're like that, and your wife, honestly, she appreciates that. Because honestly, like I know some people that worth me that somebody to come home to and be like, welcome arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like, fuck.
Like you just
off, man. Like, just let me take this off.
Yeah, I get that for sure. And she's already said that too. Like I know that when she gets home, all she said she wants is to get McDonald's and have me make her green bean casserole. And she wants to sleep in and play Call of Duty. So that's all she's looking forward to again. So
yes, I'm telling you, the first few days that she's back, she's gonna wake up in the middle of the night, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen, dude. Like it happened to me. Like the first few nights, she's just gonna wake up out of nowhere. You're like, it's like what? Like chill out.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. She already talks in her sleep, so I'm kind of used to that. But
oh, dude,
man.
I'm so sorry, man.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, but it's cool. I just I'm being, as you know too, like I wanted to go into the military after high school, but I couldn't because of my asthma. So it's so cool to kind of vicariously live through my friends like you and now my wife, and it's really neat to kind of be more in depth. And I want to have more veterans on the show like you, and I want to have if you know anybody too that wants to be on here and talk about their stories, we can do a whole episode, have more people on there and share your guys' experience.
I'll try to hit some of my buddies up and like some cool dudes who have like a lot cooler stories than me.
Every story is a cool story, man.
But can I make a request?
Oh, whatever it's freedom for me, man. Whatever you want, you let me know.
Bro, can I get you a shirt that says I'm a Dependa?
You can do that. I'll proudly wear that. I'll put a post up for you. Shoot, if you get that for me, I will wear that on the next show that we have you and your buddies on, or the band or whoever.
Oh yes, dude. Actually, and I need a picture with your wife.
When she gets back, and like in her uniform. And then I'll be standing next to her, and yeah, I'll definitely wear it.
I'm gonna love it, dude.
Medium.
I'm
a
medium. Love it. She's gonna get a kick out of it, honestly. You really will.
I want to see. I want to see real quick what let's see what they look like. What one might look like. Depend upon a shirt.
Especially even if I bring the band along, it'll be fun. One of them will actually have some cool stories. He's a firefighter, so.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Dude, I would gladly. Let's see. Here we go. Look at this.
Let's see it.
Dependopotamus stay-at-home spouse. I love it.
It's all good fun, dude.
I would gladly wear that, and I'll wear it when she gets home.
And I'm
Only
only
15
saying that
bucks.
because you're my friend, and like, your wife will get a kick out of it, honestly.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's. I remember when you texted me that, and she was even. She was laughing so hard at it because
You
it's so
love it?
true.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. But yeah, so
Oh, dude.
no, it's cool. No, thanks again. I think as we bring it to the end of the night here, again, I want to reiterate how proud I am of you for doing what you've been doing. Dude, coming back from the military after 7 years, thank you for your service. Starting your company, in the midst of getting through this pandemic and overcoming everything, getting married, congratulations, having a son, congratulations, and getting your fitness stuff going and joining the band, dude. Props to you for that. Is there anything else that you want to mention real quick? Anything you want to let anybody know, life tips or anything you want to promote yourself, whatever you want?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, would like some help with fitness, hit me up. Add me on Instagram, Coach Oscar, or Iron Age Fitness LLC on Facebook. Go and give it a like and follow with my band, Genosha. We'll highly appreciate it.
Definitely.
But yeah, if you guys ever needed any type of advice when it comes to fitness, or like if you plan on joining the military, you'd like to get more insights, just hit me up, man.
Yeah, that'll be big.
I'm super laid back, and I'm proud as all over, and I'm out here in the civilian world. I'm just hoping, I don't know, I don't even know what the normal is, man, because I went from the military to this. It's like, I don't know what normal is in the civilian life. Like, I just want to chill.
Yeah, you just want to live a good life. You want to have fun, dude. It's what life's about.
I just want to
Sure.
hopefully travel and see you and like come back to
Yeah, come back
close
home
to
and
visit my friends. You guys
Yeah.
know, for sure.
well, we might head out there too and stuff like that. Man, who cares? It's life. Let's do what we want to do, right?
Hell yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, hey, hang out for a bit after we end this. I want to chat up with you. But thanks again. That'll wrap it up for the evening. Hey, happy Saturday night. Thank you, Oscar, for joining me on episode 2. We're slowly getting into the series and building it up. If you have any suggestions on what you want us to talk about, topics, whatever, or if you want to talk to Oscar about what he's going through and his businesses, links are down in the description. And like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know. Happy Saturday night. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Yep. Cheers. Cheers to you, Oscar. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Yeah, I can hear you.